Testimony is nothing more about telling how God has worked in our lives, meaning the blessings that you receive. So in testimony, it's not that you lift up yourself, you are lifting up the name of God. What He has done in your life, that He has blessed us, so you want that to be known. Are we changes leaders?
Sign of leader.
Oh, sign. This morning we'll be talking about sign of a leader needing a change. Not that we change the leader, but the leader needing a change. So we are talking about leader because you are supposed to be leader in your own right, leader in your classroom, and hopeful leader in the future as we are growing and developing. So you are hoping up to become leaders in your own right and in the future. Okay? It is written in the negative, then we should be able to write it in the positive. Number one, the sign. So these are the sign or the symptoms that we may observe in us that needs to be changed. Number one, if the leader refuses to admit his mistake. The mistake is shown to the leader and he will not accept. Sometimes it is not just shown, the leader himself accepts. Sometimes if it is shown, it is more attacking to the person, forcing him to campaign. So, if he admits his mistake, that's a good sign. If he is not admitting his mistake, even though it's so obvious, very clear that he has done wrong, yet he won't accept his mistake, then there is a need of a change or the character of the action of the leader that has a needed change for him to grow. In other words, if the leader will not accept his mistake, that is a danger sign because he won't grow in his leadership. Number, I have a sign of immaturity and inexperience, and that as a seasoned leader. In other words, if the leader will not accept his mistake, that is a sign of immaturity. His baby. Usually, babies or children won't accept their mistake because they are protecting themselves or doesn't know that maybe thinking that if they hide from the mistake that they could continue on, or that if they are caught or accept that mistake, they are afraid that they might be reprimanded or something bad will happen to them. And so it is mentioned here also immaturity and inexperienced. And seasoned leaders, usually when you are in the leadership, we don't choose leaders who are new in the office of a deacon. He is not a N-O-V-I-C-E. What do you think of that? N-O-V-I-C-E. Not a novice. If he is new in the work, he may be carried away by his pride. And it would lead him to loss. Number two, another sign is he begins to blame the problems on the people or circumstances rather than actually seeking out what the problem might be. So, a good leadership, when problems happen, when it occurs, A good leader will not blame circumstances. Oh, because it's raining. Oh, because he's the one that does it. He's the one who suggested it. He was the one who suggested it. When problems occur, do not blame circumstances or the person. A good leader will solve the problem. It is now occurring. No more time to blame others. You understand that? In your class, when it happens, do not search who is the reason for this. If it is a delay, rather use your time in solving the problem. Now, what must be done? What can be done? When this problem happened, the leader think of solving the problem. How can this be solved? Not who is the source of this, the one that made this problem. Okay. So I noted here another sign of immaturity and irresponsibility, which is the trait of Adam and Eve. Even though they were mature, yet they passed the buck. An irresponsible person will not take the responsibility, would find a way of giving it to others. So that when Adam was asked, why did you do this? Why did you sin? The woman you gave to me. And when Eve was asked, why did you deceive? Because of the fruit. Oh, Eve said, because of the serpent. And so, when the serpent was asked, what did he answer? So, the sign of a good leader is that whatever happens is what we call command responsibility. If you are the leader, even though you are not the one who made it, because you are in the leadership, you are responsible, you take the blame. It's my responsibility. That is the position of the military and even the president and the person in leadership. They are the leader. They are accountable to what's happening in your classroom. If the students did wrong and parents come because of the problem, you take the responsibility. Because of the students, I am not here. So you take the responsibility, knowing that that's the responsibility of a good leader. So he begins. The wrong sign is that when he begins to blame the problems on the people and circumstances, meaning whoever the source of the problem and whatever the circumstances is, being a leader, you must be responsible for that, and you learn how to solve the problem that had happened. Number 3, he refuses to listen to the team assembled around him. Many times, if the leader would listen to the suggestion, he is thinking that he is not knowledgeable, he is ignorant. What do you think of me? I'm not a good leader, why are you suggesting to me? But on the other hand, if you would listen to suggestion, what's the meaning? If you don't listen to suggestion, you are not teachable leader. Leader should be teachable. We need to learn. Meaning the leader considers that learning process is not only coming from people higher than him. Do you know that we can even learn from children? You observe them, you have lots of lessons to be learned from the children. Solomon in his wisdom said, we can even learn lessons from the children, from the ants, from anything that you see. So that's a sign of a good leader. It is not a good sign if you refuse suggestion and listen to them. Who are you to dictate to me? Who are you to suggest these things? Okay, so the reason for this is Why do you refuse? Why will the leader refuse? The reason for this is he possesses a conceited spirit, and he is high-minded. He is thinking of others lower than himself. The Bible is telling us, let us think others better or higher than us. Let's not look down on others. There is a wrong spirit in you when you think, I'm better than you are. It happens that you think you are better than others. It's a wrong, you are having a wrong glasses in your eyes, that you cannot see the importance of other people. Number 5. Another sign is he refused to face reality. It's not even in leaders. There are people. I know of a woman. Son-in-law was teasing him. He said, "There's a mumu there." No, there's not. Look at that direction. And he does not like to face in that direction because he just wants not to face the reality that it is true. It is not a good sign for a leader to refuse facing the reality. Rather, the leader who is good must face what is real, even negative realities. Because it is a sign of not only immaturity, it's also you are afraid or coward to face reality. Immaturity, and the leader is idealistic to the extreme. It is good to be idealistic, that you have dreams and goals, you have ideas to follow. But sometimes if it is over, your idealism will give you a problem. And you are unrealistic. What is unrealistic person? A person who doesn't face reality. He is always dreaming and dreaming something that is happening. It is something that is abstract, not seen yet. Idealism, what is your ideal woman, for example? What is your ideal woman? What is your idea of a woman? So, his face is not yet identified. His face is not yet identified. His name is not yet known. But you have the characteristic of that woman, that is idealism. For example, if you are a woman, you have also ideas of who might be the man in your life. Is he short like Nathaniel? Is he tall like Gilo? There is in your mind that idea, that is idealism. You are thinking of the figure of a man. What do you like him to be? That is your dream man. But it's another thing to be real. There may be some points there, some ideas in your mind of you are thinking of a man, but that's not true. So if you refuse to face reality, it is a bad sign. You want to stay just on dreams and ideas. But hey, those ideas are just ideas. The true picture is the reality. Do you know that reality has a congruent ideas somewhere? Before reality comes, first you thought of something, or a figure. And that figure comes in true. It is in consonance with the reality that you think. Number 6. He is unwilling to make necessary changes because it would be highly unpopular. It is not famous. He is not willing to make necessary changes because it would be highly unpopular. Meaning, if there are suggestions and there are changes that is necessary to be done, but because it is not agreeable to many people, to many of these people, even though he had seen the need of a change, yet he won't do it. You understand that? He is not willing to make necessary changes, necessary changes, because it would be highly unpopular. What makes it unpopular? What makes it unpopular? Meaning, many of the people does not vote it, like it. So, many are not supporting it. That idea is not supported. Example, say, it is necessary that we start at 8. But it is unpopular because many are late. So because if you impose that, it is unpopular, many would not join you. Oh, okay, just leave it, stay there. So that the reason for this is after honor and fame is he's not seeking the good of many. In other words, this decision of a leader here, why he decided that even though it is necessary, but many are not supporting it, he follows what is the need of the hour because he is seeking honor and fame. He's just seeking for honor and wanted to be famous, wanted to be voted by the people. Number 7. He tries to listen to what everyone has to say about every situation. What do you think is this? What do you think is the reason why he tries to listen to what everyone has to say about every situation? What is the reason why the leader tries to listen to everyone what he has to say about every situation? Every time every situation happens, what is the reason for this? When he tries to listen to every situation, it is good to listen to your people, but when it is in every situation, it is another idea, it's another thing. What makes him listen to other people in every situation? He is seeking support or popularity, that he will not be ousted as a leader. He wants to be sure that he will be your friend. So it is good to be friend, but in a right way. Meaning the leader recognizes that sometimes you cannot make all people your friend in a situation. There are people who would disagree with you. It's okay. It's okay if they will disagree. But not all the time that you have to seek their approval. So I put here. It is good to listen to the people, but you need to cross the bridge in order to make decision. In other words, it's good to listen when you are arguing to be your friend, but there are times you need to make a decision. Okay, we have to separate. We have to disagree. Agree to disagree in this situation. And it may lead to unpopular situation that you'll not be famous and they will not be agreeing you. But when it is right, the principle is right, whoever is right. Wrong is wrong, whoever is wrong. So it's not favoring any person. That is a good leader. And that, the negative sign is when you try to listen to everyone in every situation. Number 8. He begins to believe God's favor on his life is because of how good he is, rather than because of how good God is. Now, this is a good searching idea. Why do you think you receive God's favor given you? What's your idea? Why do you think you receive favor from God? What is the reason? Do you have a reason why God gave you favor? He gave you a beautiful face, a position, a friend. Why? What is your reason for that? Is there any reason why you are receiving favor from God? Do you have a reason for that? Yeah, there is a reason why God gave you that favor. Favor din ako sa mga favor kasi hindi mo pala sa favor ka. Favor, for example, si Jenny nagsabi na I have not been sick, that is a favor from God. For 4 years, you are not sick, you have not been sent to the hospital, that is God's favor. Now the question is, why do you think it was given to you? Alam answer. Ha? What's the answer?
God is how good is God?
So, when we receive favor, it is not because we are good. I am good, that's why I receive. Oh, I receive this, you see? Wala kayo, I'm good. The reason why you receive favor from God is because God is good. So the reason is not in us, the reason is in Him. He just give it to you. The reason is not in you, in yourself. That's the idea. So many times the leader will be he is wrong if he thought. When he begins to believe God's favor on his life is because of how good he is. I am disciplined myself, that's why. I wake up early, that's why. Oh, many times, the wrong thing of sometimes of accomplishing good traits or virtues in life. Marami ka, obserbahan ka. When people observe you, you have good things in your life you possess. And when you receive favor, you see, because I'm doing this. Wrong. God gives favor not because of who you are and what you have been doing in your life. God gives favor because God is good. So the reason is in Him, it's not in us. So when the leader has that idea, that is a sign that he needs a change. Number 9. Sa number 8, ano to sa? Erroneous idea of self. Do you know that? Who is a philosopher? Si Plato or si... Who said that you must learn about yourself. You must open your eyes to yours. You must learn about yourself. If you don't know about yourself, you will err in the end. You will fall. So the reason of unsuccessful men is because you don't know about yourself. But you know what? When you study about God, you know about yourself. When you study about yourself, you become proud. I know about myself. Your head is big and puffed up. So I know about myself. But when you study about God, it goes back to you how small you are. So you also learn about yourself if you study about God. Number 9. He believes he cannot learn anything from churches that are smaller than his. For example, palitan mo ang churches or groups. He believes, or person, for example, he believes that he can learn anything from any person that are small or people who are not famous than his own. Or kung parang ng church organization or group or person. So when a leader believes that he cannot learn anything from any person or any group, sabi ko kanina, even children, Solomon said, we can even learn from children. So children who have not been to university or colleges, you can pick up lesson from them. If you are a good observer. What is the reason for this? If the leader is not teachable, when God chooses a leader, He wants a leader that is willing to be taught, ready to learn mistakes and change. So, many times when a leader is in a position and is there for a long time, he becomes so proud that he doesn't want to be taught by, especially by his followers, people who follows him, or people lower in the janitor and the chief cook and the people in rank and file below sa leadership may nakaga. Sunod sa taas. High position, ang mga lower position, many times the leader won't listen to them. That's why I'm in the position because I'm wise. So that is the danger of a leader, thinking that they are already able to know these things, and because of that, they develop unteachable spirit. Hindi na turuan mo magalit. So he believes that he cannot learn anything from any person or group that are smaller than his. In other words, ang idea niya, I'm a teachable person, I have a teachable spirit if the person suggesting to me or teaching me are people higher than me. Sometimes, good people, may mga old na experience na. Mga old ang puro sa yan. Lumog na. Ano na tawag nila? Ilan is O-B-S-E-L-E-D-E. Obsolete? Obsolete. Ano obsolete? What's the meaning of
Lumang tugtugin.
obsolete?
Lumang tugtugin.
Obsolete ba yan? Word obsolete? Obsolete.
Na trends.
Sa mga books, for example,
Old trends.
mga books, before, we use a book when we were small, Pili and Pilar. Wala na kayo? Change na, change. Diba na? Amo na obsolete, change na.